All right, it is the next morning. We are feeling refreshed. I slept in, took Asher on a walk, and set up a new station. Very excited. And yeah, we're doing good. I'm going to start with the inside zipper part, just because I've never sewn a zipper before. So we're gonna try that. And then you basically add pieces to the sides of the zipper pouch. And then we just have to finish up the whole main piece. It's gonna be great. Let's get to it. All right, so we got our small squares, and you wanna make sure the 20 centimeters on the top, because it's actually 20 by 19, so not quite a square. And then we're basically just going to go like this. This is the right side, and I'm just gonna flip this over, and we're gonna sew along here. This table's a little wobbly, we'll see how it goes. Gotta play Hunger Games. Ready to go. So now we're looking like this, and I'm just gonna fold it back around like this and stitch like down that so it kind of stays in place. This is so satisfying. I think I really like zippers. All right, so now we're basically just gonna do the same thing on the other side. Gonna go like this, and then put this end of the zipper on the side like that. Boom. Do the same thing, stitch it on that side, flip it inside out, and stitch over just like we did on here. Let's do it. Also, you gotta let me rant for a little bit. The reason I like set up this whole other thing in this room is because, well, my boyfriend's working. But normally I would just go like in the kitchen or the other room, but we have like a leak in the ceiling. It's not like dripping, but it like smells horrible, and we think there's mold. And my partner hasn't been feeling super well, and I'm like concerned it's the mold. So anyway, pretty gross. But hopefully someone's coming to look at it today, so I don't know. I think they're gonna have to like take apart the ceiling. But it's like bad enough we're like keeping this door closed and the bedroom door closed because we just don't want to be breathing it in, so good stuff. Hopefully it'll be resolved soon and I'll keep you updated. Looks so cute. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I'm not even sure you needed to stitch on this side, but it does look good, so whatever. So those look great. And now we're gonna take the rectangular pieces. I think it's 29 by 22 centimeters. The ones you have two of for one bag. And just gonna fold them down on themselves like this and stitch down the short sides. Like on, yeah, so like right side in. I'm pretty sure there isn't a right side to my fabric, so I'm luckily don't have to keep track of that. Before I show you this, you have to see. I can't kneel because Kashu's right there. Oh. Oh. Good girl. Alright. Oh, good girl. Yes. Alright. So now we have our two things. We're gonna put them the right way so that the fold is on the top. And then, I'm not gonna make it perfect, but get those corners out. And then take your pocket, and I'm just gonna zip it up. You can see mine's a little longer than it should be, but that's gonna be fixed right now. So we're going to fold these, find the middle, and then put this right there. I might snip that off actually. But essentially what you're gonna do is fold it like this. Wow, that is not the middle. Okay. Once you find the middle, it's gonna go like that, and then you just stitch down this way. And then you're gonna do the exact same thing on this side and stitch down there. So you know how I said my zippers are a little too long? I placed them so that the bottom part here would be in the right spot. And then so on this side, see how it's longer? I could honestly leave it, but I don't think that looks very good. But it's really just a stopper. So what I'm gonna do is just, when I sew up this, I'm just gonna sew and try to make like a barrier here so the zipper can't keep going through. So I'm gonna try to make it really strong right there so it'll stop. Ideally you have the right size zipper. It's supposed to be, I think 4 inches or 6, it's supposed to be 6 inches, but mine were like 9 or something. But yeah. I was just starting to sew and I think the needle bent. So we're gonna check it out. And be careful, we're not gonna mess around here. It won't let me get the needle up. Okay, it kind of worked. Nice. I'm gonna try to go find that piece over there. Oh, I found it. Amazing. All right, great. We have recovered. I'm just gonna replace the needle and we'll keep going. Okay, it actually worked super well to just hide the end in there. So now when you when we have our flaps, you can just zip it all the way down. It'll be fun. There you go. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna sew the other one and meet you back. Wow, okay, so starting the other one, I just broke another needle. And I think I figured out why. Because I went onto the edge of the zipper, which is, I'm pretty sure exactly what happened last time. So you can see it's metal, so of course that's gonna bend the needle and then break it. So I guess just be super careful. I probably didn't need to go up quite that far on the zipper. Yeah, so I'm gonna get another needle. All right, we did it. We got some awesome flappies with our inside pockets. It's looking great. Zipper's stuck in. Love it. I'm going to take a lunch break and a tea break. And then we are going to finish up this bag. It's really all coming together. Quite literally. I'm obsessed with this mochi. It comes with half matcha, half red bean. So good. I'm gonna have a red bean. I'm giving one to Sam, okay? Relax. Look at that, look, just holding it. It's like an indent. It's so good. Alright. I'm feeling fueled. I'm gonna be caffeinated. We're gonna finish these bags. God, they're so good. Here we go. Alright, so to attach the zipper, I am going to basically find the middle and then find the middle here. So right about there. Fold the right side this way so that we can flip over the zipper like that, right? Or pin it all the way around. I'm gonna unzip to make it easier. Okay. I think actually before I do the zipper here, I need to just sew down the felt because it's non-fusible, and it's just gonna have like a little seam like around the zipper and on the sides, which I'm fine with. My other idea was maybe get some fabric glue, but honestly I don't want to go get it, and I think a nice stitch around might look good, so I'm just gonna stitch around both so that they're like actually fully together. and then we'll move on to the zipper. Alright, that was successful. I mean, you're definitely gonna be able to see it, you know, all the way around, but I think the white looks pretty good. It's pretty clean. I was able to do it mostly straight, so whatever. It matches the handle, okay? But I was able to do it and keep my pins on the zipper. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the zipper like we talked about. I'll also update, the first guy came and said he agrees, he thinks something's leaking, so he's gonna send another guy. We'll see what happens. He didn't think it was mold though. He was like, doesn't look like mold. I was like, well, it smells like mold. So maybe it's on the inside. I don't know, we'll see. All right. We added the zipper on one side, but now we're going to add the lining to the other side of the zipper. So just like make it like go the right way, you see? And then I'm doing the cinched side where the handle is. Just, I don't know. I don't know why, but that's what I'm doing. And then just stitch this to the top of that zipper, so then when we fold it this way, it'll be the right way. Exciting stuff. So I'm gonna pin and sew on the top. Would be the video that I didn't mess anything up. Oh, I should have known this wasn't right. Of course this wasn't right. I was supposed to attach the lining to this side, like this side of the same side of the zipper. So obviously this isn't right. So I'm gonna undo what I just did on the lining because it obviously needs to be on this side. So it, you know, lines it. And then this other side of the zipper is gonna go all the way to the other side. Duh. So that it zips together the sides. So we have a lot of seam ripping to do. My new best friend. Hopefully this only takes me like 20 minutes. Ah! Big update. I'm only halfway done undoing the seam of the first bag, but I finished Hunger Games, so we're moving on to Catching Fire. We'll see if we can make it through all three. Actually, no. Hopefully we won't make it through all three. Hopefully we don't even get halfway through this movie by the time we're done, but we'll see. I'm gonna keep seam ripping. One. Done. I'm getting faster at it. I am sure a lot of you know this if you sew, but I just figured out if you like cut it and get an end and then cut it again, you can pull out from both sides. So let me kind of show you what I mean. Like I just cut one, I'm gonna like not cut it again, but like pull it out. Like that, and then cut it down the line a little further. I actually pulled it out one more, and then yeah, cutting it down like 4 more, like that, and then you can just pull it out. And you can do that on both sides, so that's making it go a lot faster. Oh my gosh, we did it. I am going to clean up my mess, but first, let's see where we were actually supposed to do it. So, like this one, right side, we just go straight on the top here. Not on, obviously, not this one, that's what we just did. So on that seam, almost like right where that existing stitch is. So I'm gonna go right side to right side, like this. Boom. Perfect. So long. Sweet, it's looking so good. Oh my gosh. I'm really happy with the zipper color choice for both of them. It looks good. So now we just, to finish off this side of the zipper, just gonna stitch along the bottom to secure it. Yeah, sounds good. We're looking good on the top, so now we're just gonna finish the zipper on the other side. Gonna do basically the same thing. Just make sure the end of your zipper is not twisted. So it's basically gonna go just like that, all the way along. So the teeth of the zipper are gonna be facing down. So I'm just gonna pin this, make sure it's the right position correctly, and then we'll sew it on. So now the way we're going to add the last piece is, it's actually going to kind of go inside out. So this is the one we just did, zipper on top, and I'm going to bring it up this way. Make sure it's not folded or twisted, and just stitch along there. Close. Okay, so now the last couple steps. First things first, I'm gonna position it like this. Try to line up your linings, line up your linings, line up your lining ups, lining ups. And we're going to take our guys, make sure it's the right way, don't want your zipper on the bottom, and we're basically just going to sew right along here on both sides. And then after that, basically what we're going to do is that's going to be on there. We're going to flip it inside out like this and sew these along there. Okay? Let's do it. project will be the death of me. I just broke another needle and I dropped the bottom of it in there. I can see it though, so we know where it is, but I have to get it. And I need to stop sewing over zippers because it's clearly breaking them. Maybe if I can get something magnetic. Oh my gosh, I just used my mini little thread scissors and came right out. It was only a tiny piece though. I don't think it was like the full end of the needle, so I think I'm gonna have to keep digging. I took off all the pieces I know how to take off, which is basically just this metal piece. And I was like, let me check one more time. It's not in the piece, it's fully just connected there. The lesson learned, if your needle ever breaks, make sure you find the piece first before you rip everything off, because you don't want it to fall in there. So, all right. Fourth needle of this project. I'm not gonna go over like the actual plastic part of the zipper. We're gonna finish this project without breaking any other needles. Okay. Also, one more update. We finished Hunger Games 2. So that just gives you an idea of how long this has taken a while. But we're so close, we're so close. Okay, I'm gonna put everything back together and we're gonna finally finish this last end. Wow, just about to start sewing again, and I was putting my seam rip away, and I caught the edge and it just tore down that whole piece of plastic. Wow, these are sharp. Reminder to be careful. Yikes. Let's get sewing. All right. What a journey. We're almost there. So, to finish up these ends, like obviously there's a lot of seams in there that we don't really want them to see because it'll be open right here. But they're a little long and I think we need to cut them in half one more time, but it does line up actually really well. So I think I cut 2 of these, 1 for each bag. But yeah, I'm just going to cut it so it's about 1 3/4 inch long or 4.5 centimeters. And we're just gonna basically fold it up and make it look nice here. Wow, actually, so if I cut this 3 ways, it's 3 1 3/4 cuts. So I'm just gonna cut 1 more here. Got my pieces. You only need 2 for 1 bag. So what I'm gonna do is go like this, stitch it across that way. I'll probably clip it. Actually, first I'm gonna trim all these down, but essentially right here, stitch it, and then go down this way. And then we'll fold it when we come back. I did it again. I broke another needle. Guess why? Because I tried to sew over the zipper again. No, you know what? I didn't even see it. This zipper was fine, the end, but I didn't even see on the bottom. It was in that other metal piece from this side. Grr. Okay, sweet. So I just finished adding all of these guys, and now what we're gonna do is basically just fold it like this, flip the whole thing, and then ideally your pieces are actually longer than mine, and you can kind of fold them around. I'm just gonna do it like a present, like that almost, on both sides. And I'm gonna fold it one more time, and then one more time. Just trying to make it have a nice edge, and then it'll go up here like that. Looks pretty good. And then I'm just gonna stitch along this edge. Oh my gosh. We are almost done. I am so excited. Okay, literally last step. Besides, I need to go trim all these little ends. Actually, I'm gonna do that first, and then, because then once we're done, we're done. So basically the last step is just get these ends here, you know, because they're kind of loosey-goosey still. They need to be attached along this side right here. And you just do a blind stitch. Alright, I cleaned up the loose ends, and I realized that I don't have any of my embroidery stuff, so I actually don't even have a hand needle. So I need to go get one. I feel like for the amount of time and effort this took, each of these are worth like $200. Like, that would be only like me being paid like $20 an hour. Like, this is why you can't, like, I feel like unless you're an expert and like you can't sell handmade stuff because it just takes so long. Like, this is a hard project. I probably should have done something easier for my third sewing project. But I will say I'm definitely happy I did 2 at a time, because even though sometimes I made the same mistake on both and had to redo it on both, I think it still goes faster. Like, I don't think it would have taken me half the time to make one. I think it would take me like 3/4 of the time probably, you know, because the sewing itself actually goes pretty fast until you break a needle. It sounds like break a leg, like, hey, break a leg. It's more like I broke my needle. But yeah, now I'm just ranting. Okay. Do you want to come? Do you want to go on a walk? Wow, is it nice to be outside. He's gonna go get us another candle. Bougie. What in the world? They're like as big as my hand. Got some hand sewing needles and the clothespins for next time I have to do elastic. And we got this for frying.
That's a strike.
Definitely just heard me laughing at it. Oh no. It's a bulbous building. Wow, what an outing that was. We did so many things. So nice. Honestly, great to just get outside after a almost whole day of sewing. I was thinking about it when I stopped. It was like, when we left, it was like 6 p.m. and I started this at like 11. So I literally was sewing like 7 hours straight. And that does not including all I did yesterday, which was cut everything out and start sewing. Like, I did a decent amount of sewing yesterday too, so it's been a long project. So long. But they're so cute. The last step, I'm gonna take our needles, and I already said this, I guess, yeah, just sew up the top. But yeah, we're gonna try to make sure it doesn't get on the outside. So let me unpack my needles and grab my light so you guys can see. And we're gonna finish these bags. They're so cute. Also, update, this candle is so good and smells so good. It smells so strong. I'm getting tired. It smells so strong, like oud. I don't know if you know what oud is, but if you don't, you should. It's helping with our moldy smell. So go oud. Let's go. So first step is just pin these up, and we're just gonna sew up from the bottom. Okay, so let me show you what we're gonna do. I have my threaded needle. Give yourself a decent amount of length on the tail and make a loop and twist it a bunch and pull that loop down. I'm gonna do it one more time just to be sure. And I'm just going to start down here. So I'm gonna try to get that knot we had in this fold here so you won't really be able to see it. But remember, we don't wanna go all the way out to this side. So we're gonna try to get just the lining. So I'm gonna even like pull it apart a little bit, you know? So it's easier to grab. Literally getting all the loose ends in there. So you see this, how this is folded? It looks best if you can get it just in the back one, and then this fold can kind of cover the stitch you do. So we're gonna be working mainly with this back piece and trying to get in that fold all the way up. Behind in there. And then come up, oh, it worked out perfectly actually, through just that back fold. And then pull all the way through. Pull all the way through. And I'm going to basically just keep doing that. And it's actually a pretty strong stitch, so you don't have to do it super close together, and just try to pull it tight every turn. Alright, we're back at the top. I did my last stitch up there, and I just went back kind of threading through that last stitch like that, made a circle, and I'm actually going to put the back of my needle through this, grab both ends, and pull it so it makes another loop, and then that first loop will get small. I make the second loop smaller. Loop your needle a couple times through. 3 is probably fine, and pull it tight. Boom, and then it's knotted off, but you can still kind of see it. So what I'm actually gonna do is go put my needle back here, just kind of through this. So we're gonna hide this small string behind. So I'm just gonna do that and then cut it. Pretty close. There you go. Easy peasy, now you have a whole side done. Boom, blind stitch. All right, I am just gonna keep doing that on all the edges, and then we'll do a grand reveal. Let's do it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to say, before the reveal, we did finish part 1 of Mockingjay, the 3rd movie in Hunger Games. I forgot there's 4 movies because the Mockingjay's part 1 and part 2, and I did start part 2, but we only got 10 minutes in and we are done. We are done. Okay. This one first. I mean, we'll start with the inside because look at that. These are sturdy. I mean, it's a little more floppy than I was expecting, if I'm being honest. But I mean, look at all the places you can put stuff. Like, you could have like toiletries in one side, makeup in the other. I think I was originally thinking this would be like a travel bag, and it just totally could be, but it's pretty big for a travel bag unless you're going somewhere for like a month. So I feel like you could just put like all your makeup in here. You know? You got like a big pocket on this side. Got the cinch pocket. I'm so glad that worked. That was a hard part. But I think it looks awesome. We got the zipper in the middle. Like, I'm obsessed. All right, and then you close it. Boom. Look how cute that zipper is. And it's like diagonal. I mean, that's so cute. Like, that's so cute. I love it. All right, now for the other one. Check it out. I mean, it's the same thing in the middle, obviously. But like, I don't know. I mean, this was so much work, but I think they're actually gonna use it, and it's a really great design that I wish I'd made a third one for myself, which is saying a lot right after just having made two. I think it's so cool though, and it looks so good. And I love this color. I'm so happy I went with the purple zipper for this. I feel like it just adds that other sass, you know, because this is a pretty busy pattern, but your eye is drawn to the zipper. It's so cute. I'm so happy. Wow, thank you for sticking with me to this point. If you made it, that was a journey. That was a big journey. But I'm really excited. I think these are great Mother's Day gifts or birthday gifts or whatever, or just for yourself. Thanks for watching.